Great morning. Oh my goodness. Took the four-leggeds out this morning. My favorite time is morning when you've got the beautiful sunrise coming up over the mountain. Just so pretty. Anyway, yeah, enjoying my time out here as usual. Went out through the desert area this morning and you see the quail running around out there. I just love the quail. They're little bobby things. Anyway, so that's fun. Getting ready to make my morning coffee over here. So yeah, I'm going to take you over and make some coffee real quick. And we'll just keep talking, while we're doing that. Oh, I'm over here in the kitchen area. You see some of my plates over there. Oh, mercy. My thing, do I have enough water in here? Maybe. Maybe I need to put some more water in here. So, kind of shuffle things around here a little bit. That's the one thing, my coffee maker is small. So you're continually having to fill up the water to do your coffee. But that's okay. Get that ready here. Okay. Grab a little coffee pod. Get my coffee things out here. Let's see what we have. Okay, we'll try this one. Let me turn this on. Back under. Coffee time. My little sugar container. So I hope you're going to have some coffee with me this morning, or tea if you're a tea drinker. I tried to get into tea. It just, I don't know. I think it's just too light for me. Now it does take a few minutes for this to warm up, get ready to go. There it comes. Now when I'm not plugged into power, and that's the one thing I like about out here, you do have power. Great view. If you buy the New Mexico thing, it's $40 for the week with power. We've got water and power out here. Now when I don't have power and I'm out boondocking and I want to run this, then I do have the generator. So the generator is up here. Got my tambourine up here. Up here is the, up there is the generator. Okay. How does that look? It looks kind of weak. But maybe it's okay. It was not one of my favorite coffee things. I have to get some more. I like the Pike's Place one or the Starbucks. I usually have the French roast, the heavier roast of things. Clean this up here real quick. This is what I use to clean my dishes, clean things. You save water. It's vinegar, white vinegar, and water, and it really works well for cleaning. I save a lot of water that way. Now, yeah. So those that are doing van life stuff, I have this, and it's got the black tank and everything in it, regular toilet, but I don't use that anymore that way, because, when you're out, it's got the, what do you call it, a vent. And no matter what you do, eventually you do get a smell that comes into the cabin, especially the hot days. And so, and emptying the black tank is a big pain. I really could not get into, the emptying of the black tank. So, what I've done is use so those that don't want to hear the potty stuff, just, fast forward past this part. But I use the bag system that goes in the toilet, and I only use that for the defecation. Now, when I have to go urination, then what I do is I have, I use, and I just emptied today, but I use one of these and a funnel. This just goes in here. You kind of sit on the edge of the toilet and put this up close to your body, and it just goes, boop, goes right in there. And then you have no scent at all. And then you can just take it into, I carry it in a little bag and take it into any restroom. Now they have the pit toilets here, so I just took it into a bag, took it down, emptied it in the pit toilet, and you're good to go. Now, when you have the defecation thing, then next day, you just roll it up and tie it up, and again, throw it in the trash area. And you don't have nearly as much of a difficult time with those things. Now, I was just using that system where you urinate, defecate in the same area, but then you get more scent, and then you got all this liquid, and it's a little more difficult. So then I switched to using this system. This works perfectly. So easy, And so, yeah, if you're doing van life, that's the way to go. Now, before I had my Rotac and I had a regular toilet, I had a regular van, and I just used you can go to Home Depot or whatever, and I had one of those little 5-gallon bucket things, and then it's got the lid on it that goes tight. I had it in a decorative thing, and I used that, and it worked really well. But you just, again, put a bag in it, liner, and then when you go to use the toilet, I got one of those, you use it for swimming, those noodles, and you just cut the edge of it, and you can stick it on there so that it's soft. You have a soft place to sit. So you put that on, go to use it, When you get finished, you take it off and just, you know, put it somewhere, have it hidden somewhere. And that worked well when I was in a regular van doing the traveling and stuff. But I do love my road trek. It's got more storage than you could ever want. And then, like I said, I've got my places for your dishes and things up here. Place for all my flutes up there. I've got a closet. It's got really everything you need. And it's 19 foot, so you can park it in a regular parking place. So really, it's got all the comforts at home. And it's small enough that you can take and park it anywhere. Okay. Okay. Let's get this over here. Get some of these things out of the way. Okay. Let's go back in the back again. I've got the regular heater on. Maybe I'll turn on the fireplace one instead, so we don't have the noise. Let me do that. Turn on the fireplace. Okay, fireplace on, and I can turn off this noisy one. Let's go over here. Oop. Turn this off. There we go. Oh, so have you been watching the races? Now, Repugliagli said that they were just going to take everything. They were going to have the big red wave. Well, they haven't had the big red wave. At most, they may, it's not yet done, but they say they may get two seats in the House, which they were really expecting to take the House and the Senate big time, okay? But that's not happening, and we're not done yet. We're still waiting. Now, remember when I did the reading the other day, it said it's not over till it's over, okay? So, we're still waiting to see what the outcome is going to be. And a lot of the races are tight, so we're going to have to take a chill and wait it out and see in the end what's going to happen. But we're not done yet, okay? So hold on to that. Don't get too upset. But let's pull some cards. Okay, I want to ask, are the Democrats going to upset Republicans in these tight races? Let's look and see what we have. Are they going to be able to upset and take these last races? In the center of it, we have that they are, okay, they're struggling. They're holding on, okay? Kind of back against the, backed up. They're kind of backed up to the edge. So we'll have to see. Persevering. So looks like they're hanging in these last races. through the maze. Okay, so still more counting to be done. Looks like they're going to have a runoff between Warner and what's his name? I'm so bad with it. You know who I mean, Georgia. Okay. Going into it, we are coming to the end point, the world, the conclusion, the finish. Okay. Looking good, grounded. So, coming to the end point, let's hope. Let's hope. It's looking good. Like I said, it's not over till it's over. Reevaluation. Okay, looking at things. Contract. So, yeah, there may be some, like I was saying, might be some challenges. Unfamiliar territory. Okay. So something may come up, maybe some challenges. We know that the Repugly Uglies, one thing they did in it is that when they were voting by mail, they said, well, if you don't have a date on the outside of the envelope, then you've got to throw it out, okay? So they're doing everything they can to hoodwink and steal the election, okay? So there may be some challenges, again, reevaluation, contracting a little bit unfamiliar territory. What are we going to do with it? Because they keep coming up with scheme after scheme after scheme. But it says it's looking good. It's grounded and looking good. We're persevering. We still have the maze of this stuff going on, and we still have coming up this reevaluation, some unfamiliar territory of contractual things that they're going to have to look at. So we know that some Repugly Uglies are not going to be happy with the outcome, and they're going to try to get votes thrown out, okay, so that they can try to steal the election, okay? So we'll have to watch and see. But worst case scenario, they're not having this big, huge red wave, and they will, at most get maybe a couple of seats is what the prediction is. But like I said, it's not done till it's done. So anyway, we'll watch that today, what's going on. Fetterman said that Mehmet Oz was gracious when he called and, when he called and conceded. So that was good. But anyway, we're waiting to see what happens in Arizona with Carrie Lake. She's just... And Boebert. Is Boebert going to get elected again? What about Carrie Lake? These ones, they're so toxic. So we'll have to see what happens in those races. Still ongoing. But anyway, we're all here, and most of the worst of it is over. The Repugly Uglies are stewing today, I'm sure, because they thought, and usually when you have the president, the midterms will be a big, huge wave of the other party coming in. It's not happening this time. Okay, not happening this time. So they that's really amazing. that the Democrats are doing as well as they are with this election. But like I said, it's not over till it's over. We've got a little more to go. So hang on, hang in there. It might take, again, another few days and a runoff. Let's just hope against hope that the Georgia one comes in at 50% or more, so we don't have to wait for a runoff with Herschel Walker. So hopefully, what's his name, Warnock? Hopefully he takes it and gets the 50% or more, so they don't have to have a runoff, wait another month to have a runoff. Now, one person that lost, that was sad to see, Stacey Abrams. She would have been so good for there, but she lost, so that's, that's not great. Not great to hear that. But anyway, we continue forward. So let's see what happens with the rest of the day. Have some coffee with me and just let's chillax and watch the rest of it. Now tonight, 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, which is 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to have my astrology chart read, online. So if you're interested in my astrology chart, what makes me tick, tune in to Hogarth's channel this afternoon. And he was doing the ones based on those of us that are readers, psychics, etc., so that you can see what's in our chart that gives us that type of an ability. So if you're interested in that stuff, watch and we'll see. I'm interested to see what's coming up. What are my challenges? Now, this is one thing I say about astrology. It's not always set in stone. The things that are coming up, I see them as possible challenges, possible doorways that you work with, because we have free will. So these things are not set in stone that they're absolutely going to happen, but they are doorways or challenges that we have coming up in our lives with the energy systems that we navigate through. So, yeah, that's the way I see astrology, the astrology charts. So thanks for tuning in. Much love and light, and I'll see you online. I'm going to sit here and enjoy my coffee.